Hey, YouTubers and Water Drop, it. Guys, this morning, it's how to lie with statistics. A lot of people, they turn off the video in the first 30 seconds. For those people who are getting ready to turn off, the most important thing about this video, I'm going to tell you right now. You don't have to wait till the end. I hate those people that say you got to watch till the end. No, the most important thing you want to know about this video is how people lie with statistics. Number one way, or one of the one ways that they do that, is when they give you a number, they don't give you a percentage or a ratio or a per capita, or they give you a ratio, a percentage, but they don't give you the total number. And it's a very common way that I see frequently in the news or watching things on YouTube where people are giving you statistics, but they're not really doing that at all. They're lying to you. They may not even be aware of the fact that they are lying to you, but anytime someone gives you a number, they should give you a percentage, and vice versa. If they give you a percentage of something, well, what's the number? And are you giving me the number that's about the thing we're talking about, or is it something related that looks like it, but it's not really the same thing? So I'm going to be giving a really perfect example to help you clarify in your head how they do that. And I think it's going to be a fun video. I thought about how to do this, and anytime you talk about something, if it's related to race, ethnicity, age, gender, religion, political affiliation, sexuality, class, income, it triggers people. It makes people not think about things, and it just polarizes and paralyzes the discussion. So I was thinking, how can I talk about this without the fact that I'm talking to you with my voice and my accent, that's going to be turning people off, because everybody has things going on in their head. So how can I talk about this without triggering people? And I thought to myself, let's just use animals. So I'm going to apologize for my ignorance about animals and farming to the farmers ahead of time. So to show you how people lie with statistics, we're going to take a farm and a farmer. And this farmer has very expensive chickens. They're purple and blue. He gets a lot of money for them. Gets the purple and blue chickens. I should have used my purple and blue markers, but he has a problem. The problem is chickens are very expensive, the ones he has, and some of them are dying, and he's losing a lot of money. So he hires someone to just take care of the sick chickens. And that's all this person does. And after a while, the farmer says, you know what, let's just stop raising the ones that get sick the most. So he asked the guy, or the person taking care of the sick chickens, in a year, let me know which ones died the most. So at the end of the year, the farmer asked the guy, could have been the girl, woman, could have been, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody else. The purple chickens, it was 80% of the chickens. The blue chickens, dead. So the farmer said, okay, let's stop wasting our time with the purple chickens. The people who were out there in the fields with the chickens said no, or some of them anyway. Some of them said, you don't want to get rid of the purple chickens, it's the blue chickens that are dying. And the farmer said, no, 80%. The purple chickens are dying. We need to get rid of chickens that are purple. And some of the people agreed with the farmer, and they're, hey, ho, ho, purple chicken got to go. Ho, ho. So there was a big argument among, and the farm workers everybody's getting upset, and but they're losing money. So the farm worker, he watches my channel. He knows that if you get a percentage, you should get a number too. That's the problem. You don't have a number. So how many chickens are dying? Well, there's only 100 chickens dying, and there's 80 purple chickens that are dead, and there's 20 blue chickens are dead. Simple numbers, easy. It matches the percentage. Doesn't have to, but 80 chickens are dead. So now he has a number and a percentage. That's all you need. You need a number and a percentage. Still, now people are getting even more upset. They want the purple chickens to live and keep growing, but no, it's the blue chickens we need to keep. Forget about the purple chickens. But the guy who's taking care of the sick ones says 80 of the purple ones died and 20 of the blue ones died. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so the farmer is getting ready to just no more purple chickens. But he's thinking, they keep telling me you got to have a percentage and a number, and we got a number. Well, they say you're not measuring all of them. You didn't measure all of them. So okay, we're going to measure all the freaking chickens. How many chickens do we have? We have 1,000 chickens. So now 1,000 chickens, and we got 100 of them dead. So 10%. 10% of the chickens are dead. We got a total of 1,000 chickens, and 80% of them are purple, and 20% of them are blue. What else do you need to know? You need to get rid of the purple chickens. So they're still fighting over it. They're still getting upset. So the farmer said, okay, one last time, what do you want? Said, you need to measure. You need to count all of them. He said, we counted all of them. No, you didn't. You need to count how many purple chickens you have and how many blue chickens you have. So, okay. They counted. They had 900 purple chickens, and they had 100 blue chickens. So if you had 900 purple chickens, you would expect, out of 1,000, you'd expect 90% chickens to be dying, but only 80%. And if you have 100 chickens, you'd expect 10% to be dying. Out of 100, out of 1,000, that's 10%. But you've got 20% of the blue chickens are dying. So you have less purple chickens dying than should be dying, and you have twice the amount of blue chickens that are dying. So instead of getting rid of the purple chickens, you should get rid of the blue chickens. If that's what you want to do. Maybe the blue chickens are getting fed different. Maybe they're living differently. Maybe they're being let out of their cages different times. Maybe different people are taking care of them. But at the end of the day, 20% of the blue chickens are dying, and it should be 10%, not 20%. That's twice. And the purple chickens, 80 is more than 20, but you've got 900 purple chickens. 90% of your chickens are purple. So yeah, you have 80%, but they make up 90% of the amount of chickens you have. So if you're giving someone a percentage, you need a number. If someone gives you a number, they should give you a percentage. And the number should be what you want to be counting. You want to be counting, in this case, the total number of chickens compared to the ones that are sick, not just the number that are sick. So how do you lie with statistics? That's one basic way. They give you part of a number, and you're supposed to go with that. But they didn't give you the rest of the numbers, or they didn't give you the percentage, or they gave you the percentage, but they didn't give you the number. So when people start trying to get you to decide about stuff, you want to count your chickens. So that's how to lie with statistics 101. I kind of like this subject. There's so many different ways you can lie with statistics. It would be fun to do more. But I have to come up with ways that don't talk about socio-economic, race, ethnicity, gender, politics, class. Just chickens. Just as chickens. Hope you enjoyed this one this morning. I just woke up a half an hour ago. I would once again apologize to all the farmers out there and to all the mathematicians. I'm probably the last person on planet Earth that should be talking about math. I took geometry for 2 years. In my defense, my teacher was 24 years old, a hippie in the 70s, and we just opened the book and did the stuff. And if you had problems, you're supposed to see him after class. And he was always busy with Judy Del Rio, talking closely together about how to purchase cream to put on to make things grow. And I always felt kind of embarrassed to be listening to their conversation, waiting for my turn to get help with my geometry, so I would just leave. I wasn't missed. Yeah, Judy Del Rio. She would come to school, and somebody in a red Mercedes convertible, a 50-year-old guy, bald with gold chains, would drop her off, and the girls would say, "That's not her father." So I didn't do too well in geometry. Judy did. Take care. See you out there. Watch out for them chickens.